I've come to meet our new disciple. Welcome, Cameron. I'm Dr. Lydia Marsh. I'm the director of God's Promise.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I know the adjustment can be difficult at first, but I have every faith you'll find yourself at home here soon. In the meantime, please don't hesitate to ask if you need anything.
Thank you.
You should consider yourself amongst family, Cameron.
You can call me Cam.
Cameron is already a masculine name. To abbreviate it to something even less feminine only exacerbates your gender confusion.
Right.
Glad we're on the same page.
How did you both first come to get involved?
Well, I read the book and I loved it, and I fought for 7 or 8 years to make it. So that's how I got involved. Chloe got a script. Her journey was a little easier.
Well, I read a script and I fell in love with the script, and I obviously knew Desi's work beforehand, and I was a fan of her filmmaking. And the script was just so brilliantly written by her and Cecilia, and it was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up. So this worked for you then? Like you changed?
Yes. I changed.
How?
It was a process. It's funny, actually. The moment things began to turn around was in a bar.
Bar.
Yeah. A gay bar, of all places. 2 men from my church came in. They saw my car parked outside, and they knew I'd been struggling, so they came in looking for me.
How did you go about finding the location? Because it's a fun. I don't know where you found that camp,
Oh,
but
thank you.
Yeah, it's
Riedelbauer.
very eerie.
Riedelbauer's. Thank you so much. We shot almost all of the film on this German resort that was built in the 60s or 70s and hadn't been touched since.
Yeah.
So we had a location scout for months scouting in upstate New York around Woodstock. So we ended up finding that place in Saugerties, New York. And because, oh God, this is boring, but New York has a really good tax incentive if you're a very low budget
There we
movie.
go.
So that's why we were there. And so we were searching for a place, and I wanted a place that seemed lost in time. And once I visited that location, I knew that's where I wanted us to be. And we ended up living where we shot the film. So we shot it in 23 days and got to know each other in that space very intimately. And sometimes we would eat breakfast in a space and then have to clean it up and redesign it to be in the scene. Yeah. So you'd sleep in a room and then you'd have to clean it out and be the character's room. It was
Weird.
Very hand to mouth, very big hustle.
Yeah.
I've been brought closer to God, and I can feel Him guiding me.
Like, Helen's a really good friend, and we're positive influences on each other. That's her. By the milk. It's a shame she's so... Well, she's kind of butch, isn't she? I know that's a mean word, but I mean it, like, factually, like, not in a mean way. That girl's name is Jane Fonda. Like, her actual name. Either that or she's lying. She could be lying.
Was it an intense process? Because it's an intense watch.
Yeah, I mean, it was immersive living there for sure. I think that in particular made it a bit more intense. But it, it's a strangely comedic movie. So as intense as it was,
We had fun.
we had a lot of fun. Shooting it chronologically was such a gift. We really got to form these beautiful friendships on screen and also make a movie at the same time. And it was one of the most organic processes I've ever had in filmmaking.
And we laughed and we danced, and while the film deals with really serious subject matter, it was my ode to John Hughes. I wanted to make a film that had that levity as well as that pathos.
Right.
Tell us about that girl you knew from home.
Okay, her name was Coley. We were in the same Bible study.
What was she like?
She was perfect. But she wasn't full of herself. She was the type of person that no matter who you were, you'd meet her and you'd want to be her friend.
It's said that cannibals only eat the enemies they admire as a way to take inside their best qualities.
Okay.
When you speak, you reveal a compulsion to take into yourself the qualities you admired in this girl.
I wanted to be like her, and I confused that with being with her.
Correct.
I guess that makes sense.
One of the kind of most striking bits of the film is Jennifer L, who is quite frankly terrifying. What did you decide on her, and what was she kind of like to act up against?
So I wanted someone who would seduce you, and I think what's so terrifying about her is how intelligent and convincing she is. I much rather be allured by my villain than write them off as a caricature from the get-go. And I thought her sweetness, to me, she's Lizzie Bennett. She's fair and perfect and sweet, and I would trust anything she told me. And that's what I wanted from that actor, that I would trust them. And I think that's what makes her a great villain, is that she seems really trustworthy, right?
Yeah. And also, I mean, I think that the psychotherapy, if you take out the fact that it's manipulation, she's not off on some of the calls that she has in the story, and that's scary. You can see the fact that she does have a basis in what she's saying, it's just completely misdirected.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Dane father thing. When when Dane, one of the characters, acts out in group therapy, and she's saying, "Is this actually really about your father?"
And it is.
And it is. But then to redirect that intelligence and manipulate it into "don't be gay"
Same-sex attraction, is terrifying.
Is power in the
So
wrong
misguided.
hands. But I will also say that when you started working with Jennifer, she came in the middle of the shoot, Chloe came up here. You know, it wasn't like Chloe was down anywhere, but you came alive when you were in a scene with her, and she brought
fun.
your A game, and you were.
She's fun
it was
to work
like
opposite
watching.
of.
Yeah, it was like watching someone like
It's like a beautiful tennis match or something, yeah.
a sportsman suddenly get a challenge and get very excited about it.
Yeah.
Chloe, you loved. I love that putting words in your mouth, but I remember
Yeah, I did.
when she first came on set thinking, oh, this is good for Chloe. This is a new wind.
It was so nice. Those therapy scenes were so hard, but
Yeah.
so fun to shoot in terms of acting.
Cameron, your struggle is with the sin of same-sex attraction.
Change will come through God, but within me.
You don't really seem like the kind of person that'd be here.
We didn't have a choice, did you?
You better be ready for the dark.
I don't think of myself as a homosexual. I mean, I don't really think of myself as anything. Fuck this place. I'm tired of feeling disgusted with myself. Why does she give such a shit?
I guess it's like having your own Disney villain, only this one won't let you jerk off.